As a man thinketh, so is he. I think, therefore I am. You become what you think about. As within, so without. I mean, this stuff is written everywhere. Is it not? So I have one question for you with this video. What do you think about? What seeds of thought are you planting into the subconscious mind to grow your results out here? As a man thinketh, so is he. Think of the profoundness in that. I think, therefore I am. You become what you think about. What does this stuff mean? I mean, it can't be much clearer than this. But you want to know the reason why most will never experience the profoundness of these statements here, these quotes. It's that we don't have our attention. We don't have our own attention. We don't have our focus. So we can't actually run our own experiments with what's being said here. We're being trained to get bored after 2 seconds. The average attention span on Reels, TikToks, social media is 2 seconds, right? 1, 2, bored. 1, 2, bored. 1, 2, next. Next. And that's the same reason why most people already clicked off this video. Now, if you made it to 1:45 in this video, you're one of the few. So I congratulate you on that. The reason why most people will never experience as a man thinketh, so is he, is because we don't have our attention. You have to train your attention and have an openness to run these experiments for yourself. You need to become aware of the seeds you are planting into the subconscious mind. And when you have your attention, you'll notice that it's seeds of fear, of negativity, of limitation, of anxiety. These are the seeds that are being planted in your mind, and it's through no fault of your own. It's just the same repetition, the same computer program that's been running from your childhood all the way brought up to your adult life now. So it's through no fault of your own, but you can change it. So you want to know how you become aware of what you're thinking about? Because most people have no clue what they're even thinking about, because their mind is running in 6 different directions at once. Distraction is all around us, right? To train us in this way. But you want to know how you actually become aware of what you're thinking about. How do you become aware of your program that you're running? How do you become aware of the seeds that you're planting in your mind right now? You meditate. You sit down every night before bed, just for a little bit, close your eyes, and instead of putting your focus out here with eyes open, you close your eyes and it goes the other way. So you go deeper into your mind, into yourself, and you become aware of these seeds that you're planting. So you close your eyes and you just observe these thoughts, these beliefs, these inner stories. What are you thinking about? Most people have no clue what they're thinking about. And again, through no fault of your own. It's how we've been trained, it's how we've been brought up. But what are you thinking about? This is the one question with this video. What are you thinking about? What are the seeds that you're planting? And when you start to do this for the first time, when you close your eyes and you start to observe, become aware of the things that you're thinking about, the seeds that you're planting into the subconscious, as within, so without, you'll start to get a gauge of the fear, the stories of fear, the living from fear, the living from negativity, from complaining, from limitation, from anxiety, overthinking, just overthinking, just so many thoughts. It's like a war zone in there. So this is what you're planting. You plant more anxiety, you plant more fear, you plant more chaos, more distraction. And that's a flywheel effect. It's an exponential effect. So you can change this. So after you become aware of what you're actually thinking about, that is a huge milestone, okay? That alone, Holy balls, dude. If you actually have that consistent nightly practice of closing your eyes right before you go to bed and just becoming aware of the things that you're thinking about, that is a huge milestone, and that should not go unnoticed for you. Okay? So what do you think about? Okay, you become aware of the things that you're thinking about. Now, you become like a gardener and you strategically pluck those negative stories, you pluck those negative beliefs and limitation and anxiety and fear. And again, give yourself patience with this. And you start to plant these new seeds. You start to plant these new seeds of abundance, of prosperity, of openness to receive, of your desired reality. You start to let those things marinate in your mind. And as you plant these seeds, of course, the seeds of the old, the fear, the anxiety, that stuff's gonna sprout up too a little bit, okay? That's gonna keep sprouting, okay? These are seeds that you've been planting. So the results are still growing in your garden there, right? But at some point, after the plucking and the planting, at some point, your garden is going to completely renew. And the abundance, the prosperity, the openness, the good is going to overtake the bad. And you'll know when that happens. Because you'll start growing little different results in your external world. And all you need is that little bit of external results for you to see how it works. This is the reason why most people will never wake up. Because they don't have their attention, they don't have the focus, they don't have the persistence to run these experiments for themselves and experience how this works. As a man thinketh, so is he. I think, therefore I am. You become what you think about. As within, so without. This is the Bible. This is Earl Nightingale. This is Descartes. This is James Allen, Neville Goddard, Nikola Tesla. You need your attention. You need to become aware of the things you're thinking about and the unconscious program that's running right now that has been brought up since childhood. And when you become aware of that program, you start to meditate and you become aware of these things you're thinking about, what you're letting marinate in your mind at an unconscious level. That's where you can start planting the conscious seeds. And you need to do this night after night after night. You need to let yourself marinate in new thoughts, new feelings, new visuals. You need to let those thoughts marinate in your mind to experience what's being said here. As a man thinketh, so is he.